diva, but when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Handoff from the gun. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Will. Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the move, it's Lyle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball at home?
Looking to pass, it's Maiava. Throws to the tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And third down is...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Canes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Short gain on the play before he slides. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Lofton. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! Quick strike through the air for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Alabama's offense has its first opportunity of the day. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is.
Turning it on! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. To the air, it's Simpson. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He'll keep it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Lofton. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end.
There he goes. Gives him the big stiff arm. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Looks as if we have an injury. Last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. On the ground, it's Glover. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big... opportunity here.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And the Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short. Back to the ground with the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Wants to throw, it's Simpson. Going deep, and they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Pulls it in, it's Coleman. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Let's talk about Alabama. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he'll just take a knee in this drive. the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're
Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Makes the grab. It's Hale. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Give to Brown. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Lining up to convert third down. Looking to throw at Simpson. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to bring it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Ripping through the defense. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Trying to barge in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Instead of trying to just take the lead with a field goal, they'll leave the offense out there to try to punch in the touchdown. Touchdown time! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Bama! The defense putting points on the board. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Quickly out to the tight end. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
The RPO, it's complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The short hands, it's Lofton. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Mayava. Finds the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Fitted in the window for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the gun, the running back has it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Hits the afterburners. The 20. The inside. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
The Hurricanes will boot it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. To the air, it's Simpson. Grabbed in the middle, it's Horton. And he goes down after making the grab, picks up a few, but still short of the first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. Fourth down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Hale. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. On the run, it's Price. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe 2 on that throw and catch for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. It's complete to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
I love the aggressive nature on offense here. You're winning this game. A lot of coaches would choose to punt on that fourth down and just go play defense and try to ice this thing, but not them. They're going to try to leave their offense out there. That's the third fourth down they've been able to convert.
They'll move the tight end. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Baylor. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Under fire. Took a shot as he threw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Got his man. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Finds his man. It's Moore. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down.
He's going to throw deep right side. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Back to throw, it's Mayaba. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Canes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking to take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still...
Touchdown time! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Glover. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Glover. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this defense knows they're going to have to go sideline to stop this offense. Nice job there rallying to the back, who caught the swing pass there on the right perimeter.
Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Turning it on. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Canes moving quickly to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. That's caught. It's Hale. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. The toss to the right. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Hey, Reese, that's 3 for a young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Unloads it left. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. and he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And the Canes in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They
Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. Now from inside the red zone. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Mayava. He's got it on the run. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's second and goal. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense.
Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and